Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have a Boker, as you can see, and you could tell by the title. This is the Leopard Damascus 2. And I left it in the box not because it is actually a very cool display box, presentation box, if you will. Which is just, it's very cool. So I figured I would leave it in this to start off with. So this was loaned in by my buddy Gil over at Wild About Sporting Goods. You know the drill. There's a 10% off coupon code thing that'll be down in the description. And there you have it. So what's cool about this little box is this is just a really thick kind of plastic, almost saran wrap type of deal. And when it's closed, they're almost touching and it stretches to fit the knife in. So very cool little display package. So let's get to the knife now that you've kind of seen it. Close it up, we'll do our normal deal. It's not a small knife and it's not an inexpensive knife either. And I don't talk about pricing a lot, but this one, we'll touch on this one towards the end. It's 5 inches closed. It is a thumb stud that fires out pretty good. I wish the detent was a bit stronger because you can misfire it often because there needs to be I think a little stiffer detent so that you can work up some pressure and then boom, it'll go. So you can, if you're not thinking about it, it won't open all the way. Yeah, a little bit of a negative for me. Overall length, 8 3/8. The blade is 3.77 and a little bit. Edge length of 3.59 on this slight recurve. You guys know I've talked about recurves before. I just love the aesthetics of them. Add a recurve with Damascus. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. The blade thickness is 0.133, weighs in at 5.6 ounces, and the overall thickness is 0.59 minus the clip, and the clip is reversible for tip up and tip down. They send it the wrong way, but okay, it's not an American company, so maybe that's how they do it there. Don't know. And it runs on phosphor bronze washers. These are aluminum scales, 6061 T6, kind of standard, hard anodized, with a zero coat wooden inlay. So let's zoom in. Let's get the blade out. And we'll start up here at the blade. I believe they call this their large pyramid. I know the knife is called the Leopard Damascus, but they also reference this as the large pyramid pattern. I'm not sure I get the large pyramid. It's more of a leopard print myself, but okay, I'll go with that, I guess. Really nice piece of wood inlay. It looks a little classic, but it also looks modern. You know, like on a Buck 110, that's just classic, old school. But this doesn't really remind me of that per se, but it is a nice look. So it does have a little plate here for where the pocket clip will go if you choose to flip it around, and then this plate would go to the other side. And I believe they do include the hardware or the tools to do that. It's standard Torx, but it is nice when they include the small tool to change the pocket clip around because you may not have that. So I appreciate that for sure. The pocket clip works amazingly good, even if it is in the wrong orientation. It is a liner lock. Didn't really show that inside part, but it is a liner lock, which is a little odd of a liner lock, kind of. And see if we can show you that. It doesn't go all the way back. It stops about midway is where the steel liner is. A little odd, and there is no liner on the opposite side. So it's more of a half liner. I don't know. It works great. It's super solid, locks up every time. Early lockup, it's, totally fine. It's just a little bit different. Does have a nice ramp for your thumb to hit that, the thumb stud. So all in all, it works really well. It feels good in the hand, for sure. Little bit of jimping, not much. It looks much more aggressive than it really is. But there's a nice ramp here. Not really a finger choil, but you can kind of choke up on the blade a little bit. But it feels good in the hand. Even with the clip in this orientation, you don't feel it. I am sure that when you flip the clip around, it will be equally as comfortable in that orientation as well. But all in all, it's just a really good looking knife. Again, I wish the detent was a little bit stronger, but other than that, that's kind of my only negative. It came relatively sharp, not scary sharp like a lot of other Bokers I've had, but it comes sharp. We'll do a couple of size comparisons here. Let's flip around backwards because of the lighting. So the price, this is like it's just under $700. It's on their on the manufacturer's website. It's $685. So it's not a cheap knife, but you get a lot for this. The Damascus blade is beautiful. Super high quality, the wood inlay, the fit and finish is really nice. Is it my style of knife? That was the Spyderco Delica, sorry. The Curtis Cruise with a Damasteel blade for kind of comparison. And there's a difference between Damasteel and Damascus, and I have done a video on that before, where I explained and gave a link to a really good description of Damasteel. Let me see, I can't remember exactly what video I did that on, but I will try to find that link and put it in the description here as well. How about the Chris Reeve Large Sabenza 21? I think this Boker is really a good, cool knife to have. It is more, I would think, a kind of showpiece. This is the Civivi Asticus. We're kind of totally opposite ends of the price spectrum at under $100, $86, I think, for the Damascus, for the Damasteel version. But this is something that I could have, and it would potentially could live right in this package out on, a display case at the house, and pull it out for special occasions to carry to special events because it's nice. It's a little thick for a quote unquote dress knife, if you will, but totally cool, totally fun, and a beautiful Damascus pattern, even here on the spine. And I love looking at Damascus on the spine to see how the pattern comes out because it's just, I don't know, especially a Sanmai, it looks really great. But I love the blade shape, the blade grinds, little swedge on top, slight recurve. To me, it's just beautiful. And thank you, Gil, for loaning this in because I think it's really, truly a nice knife. I'm glad to have been able to check it out and show it to the rest of the YouTube community here. So there you go. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you think of Damasteel, Damascus, wood inlays, all that stuff, because I am curious as to what the consensus is on things of this nature. All right? Everybody, you have a absolutely fantastic day today, and we will see you tomorrow on the next one. Thanks, guys.